Hi, my name's Dr. Kim. I'm a psychiatrist that's interested in what's right with you, not what's wrong with you. I don't know about you, but my mind was always running. I was tired of being tired and sick of being sick. And this is what I mean. Whenever my kids are throwing a tantrum or asking for another toy in the toy store, I would just have so much anxiety of making us of them making a scene, or maybe I'm a bad mom, or maybe should I give them this or should I not? What's the right answer? I would have that thoughts racing in my head. Or whenever I get in an argument with my husband and when he walks out to get breath of fresh air, I would feel really abandoned and alone. Or maybe some of my colleagues got a promotion or, you know, a pat on the back and I didn't. I'll feel like a failure. I would not be able to celebrate their successes. Or whenever I step on the scale and I see that number, my day would be crushed. And it'll be really hard to come back from trying again to be healthy because I would have this mindset, what's the point? I'm a failure. This was my life for probably about 30 years. And 6 years ago, after I had my first kid, I was on a walk with my husband. And this was a walk without kids, so I was trying to enjoy it, trying to get my steps in and all that stuff. And in my head, as I'm getting my steps in my head, as you know, I was thinking about this, thinking about that. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? That was running in my mind. And also, what's going to happen? What if this happens? How should I respond to that? Or how should I plan around it? You know what I mean? I looked over to my husband and I asked, what are you thinking about? And of course, he said this many times. He said, nothing. And I knew that that was his answer, but every time he said that, I was in disbelief every single time. How can you think about nothing? I'm thinking about everything in them more. But in this particular day, I decided to pray. I was like, God, let me just have his brain for 5 seconds. You know what? It was really weird. But that next 5 seconds, I was walking and I saw the trees and it was pretty breezy that day. It was a great weather in Texas. And I saw the leaves like rustling by the breeze. And I was just focused on that for 5 seconds. And I wasn't thinking about anything at all. And I was hooked. I said, this has to be my baseline. When I'm not thinking about the past and the future. When I'm just in the present. So for the next 6 years, I dedicated everything that I had. My psychiatry training, all the books that I can read on therapy. I got therapy for myself. I read the Bible and extracted biblical truth and wisdom and my relationship with God and my faith. I extracted all that to really understand how to declutter your mind and really focus on you and what's important to you. Not in a selfish way, but really connect with yourself so that you'll be in tune with yourself. You know what I mean? So that other people's opinions, the weights on the scale, or other people's promotions, or crying kids in the grocery store, it will just be put into perspective. I'm so happy to tell you that I've made my first online course to teach you just that. It's called Be Still and Move Forward. I have extracted a lot of the therapy techniques that I love and I practice on my patients over and over again with great success. And I added some spiritual truth that was so true to me, and I know that it to be true for human experiences. And then I added a kind of parenting course, parenting strategies that we can apply to ourselves, because a lot of times we weren't properly parented with grace and truth. And we can be so gracious to ourselves to move forward and troubleshoot our problems. I'm so happy to introduce this course because I hope that it will change you and change the trajectory of your life as you learn to be connected and in tune with yourself so that you can live your life that is 100% you. Now, if you ask me, how's your mind nowadays, Dr. Kim? You know what? Now, sometimes my mind will still kind of go, what is and that, but I can stop it and say, okay, that's enough. That's enough figuring things out. We're not in the future. We're here. If I'm cuddling with my kids or playing with my kids, I can really play. without worrying about what's next. And whenever my husband's kind of walk out to get a breath of fresh air after a heated argument, I can really see it as him taking a breath of fresh air, not abandonment. I'm able to put everything into a context of what it is instead of blowing things up and worrying about it. And I want that for you. If you're curious and ready to dive in, I encourage you to get the Be Still and Move Forward course and start your journey.